So it's about 2 p.m. West Coast time on Thursday, June 12th. DHS Secretary Christi Noem is already lying about what happened at her press conference within the last couple hours, where California Senator Alex Padilla attempted to ask her a question, and her security fucking manhandled the guy and pushed him a great distance, took him out of the room, through a doorway, threw him down to the floor onto his stomach, and they handcuffed his hands behind his back. She's saying he never identified himself. You can't just barge in, blah, 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 blah. He's a sitting United States senator, and she was holding a press event where, I don't know, people ask questions. My very strong suspicion is the following. Alex Padilla, his complexion is brown. He is the son of two Mexican immigrants who came here legally, got their green cards, eventually got their citizenship. And he grew up poor. They worked hourly wage jobs, but then he got into MIT. And now he is a duly elected senator for the most populated country in the United States. But he looks like a Mexican. And I guarantee you that Kristi Noem did not recognize him by sight. I guarantee you that Kristi Noem's security detail did not recognize him by sight. And with what they are doing in Los Angeles and in so many other cities across the United States, when a brown guy comes in and starts being confrontational to DHS Secretary Christi Noem, he wasn't even being confrontational. He was trying to ask her a question. I strongly suspect that he thought he was just some other Mexican guy who was in there causing trouble. And they treated him as such. They did not treat him like a United States senator from the state of California with the largest population in the United States, where they are conducting military actions on the streets of an American city against American civilians illegally, because Donald Trump still hasn't signed an Insurrection Act declaration. Everything that's happening there with the National Guard and the Marines is being done illegally. And I'm sure that they thought, here's just another brown guy causing trouble. And from the reporting that I've seen, Kristi Noem didn't do anything about this as far as following up with Senator Padilla directly until she found out that somebody had it all on tape. And then apparently she called him and they had a conversation. And then immediately after that, she went on TV and lied about what happened, even though it's all on tape. I mean, Trump elected Republicans, Stephen Miller, his administration, the MAGA base, especially the MAGA base, they are craving these confrontations. They are craving the arrests of Democrats who are elected in the House and the Senate. And I think that every single fucking elected Democrat in the House and the Senate should be getting arrested every single day. Donald Trump's polling has already dropped to the lowest it's been since immediately after January 6th. Normal people don't want his military parade. They don't like how he's handling immigration. They do not like how he's handling the economy. They do not like how he is handling inflation. He is hugely underwater on all of those things. He doesn't give a shit because he doesn't have to run for re-election. But every elected member of the House and the Senate, Republicans, they have to run for re-election. Even though Donald Trump doesn't. And he has no loyalty to them whatsoever. So he doesn't give a shit that they have to run for re-election. He doesn't care. And again, now would be a good time for some of them to start breaking with him elected Republicans and saying this shit's going too far. Because the midterms are going to be an absolute bloodbath for Republicans. Apart from the fact that what happened today was just fucking disgusting. A sitting member of the United States Senate attempted to ask a cabinet member a question. A cabinet member who was participating in mass deportations, mass arrests, and the military being deployed on the streets of Los Angeles, represented by Senator Padilla. He tried to ask a question. He didn't go marching in there with a fucking weapon. He tried to ask a question. And he was manhandled by 4 or 5 guys out the door, thrown to the ground, put on his stomach, and his hands were cuffed behind his back. And I can just, all the MAGA chuds, I guarantee you, man, they are watching this and they are rubbing one out and tugging on one of their own nipples right now. They can't get enough of this shit. And that's where we're at.